I do not feel good, but we are shooting this video. We need to have a chat. It's time for some real talk. I want to share a story with you guys that I was inspired to share with you because a lot of students are in university or college and it's exam time right now. And I want to talk to you guys about why I think a lot of students and a lot of people right now are choosing to go to university or college for the completely wrong reasons. When I was in high school, I had no idea what I wanted to do with my life, none whatsoever. And I remember going up to my accounting teacher at the time, Mr. Graffy, and saying to him, I have no idea what I want to do with my life. And I remember him saying to me, well, if you go into accounting, you can make a lot of money. And so that's what I did. I thought, okay, well, money's good, so I decided to start taking accounting classes. And I did that throughout the rest of high school, and I decided to continue to pursue it into university. And this is kind of where the story starts. For the next 5.5 years, I pursued my degree. Now, I got an undergrad, which was 4.5 years, and I spent an extra year to get my master's degree. If you don't believe me, here it is. This is my Master of Accountancy degree from Brock University. That piece of paper represents $35,000 in 5.5 years of my life. And when I was in university, everything was great. I felt like the future held so much promise for me and there was so much potential, and when I graduated I was gonna make all this money and that money was gonna make me happy and just all this stuff that just turned out to just not be true. When I graduated, I immediately got a job at an accounting firm, and for a while everything was fantastic. I was making a lot of money, or at least what some people would consider a lot of money, and I had what I thought was a steady job and everything was great for a while. But after the first, I'd say, 1.5 years of being there, I started to realize that I was absolutely miserable. And I stayed at that job because I thought to myself, I spent 5.5 years in university. I can't just bail on this job now. This is what I've spent so much time of my life and so much, blood, sweat, and tears went into that degree. I can't just not stay in accounting. So I stayed at that job. And although I was able to make decent money, I was absolutely miserable. And I refused to acknowledge it because I had spent so much time getting that degree, all that work went into it. I felt like I can't just not do accounting. Well, the thing about this firm is it was a small firm, and unfortunately when the recession hit, they start looking for heads to roll, and unfortunately myself and another lady that worked there, we were cut. We lost our jobs. But when I lost my job, it was then that I realized that I was actually free. I was free to pursue what I really wanted to do, which was video production and acting. That was my true passion that I should have gone into to begin with. And the reason that I'm really making this video is because I want to send a message to all the students that are out there, or any prospective students that are thinking about going into college or university. A lot of you might have chosen to go to university or college in the program that you've chosen because you think that you're gonna make a lot of money and that's gonna make you happy. And I want you to know from personal experience that money does not make you happy. Sure, money's nice and you're able to buy things that you normally wouldn't be able to buy, and you can save up, and and it makes sense, right? We think that money is what makes us happy in life, but the truth of the matter is if you're going into a job 9 to 5 or longer every day, whether it be in an office or anything else, and you're slaving away and you're putting an effort into a job that you really don't like, you are going to be absolutely miserable. And it doesn't matter how much money they pay you, you will never be happy and you will never be free. What I suggest you do wherever you're at life right now, whether it be high school or you're just about to go into university or college, take the time to really think about what makes you happy and what you really love to do, because I'm telling you right now, if you do that, whether you take a year off to work or you do go to college, university, and you just take general classes or something until you decide what you really like, believe me when I say that that time is not wasted. It will be well spent because you will potentially save yourself multiple years down the road, and not just the time but the money. You will save yourself a lot of debt. Now myself, I was blessed enough that I was able to work through university, and graduate with no debt. But there's a lot of people out there that graduate with these degrees and work in that field for a while and realize that they are absolutely miserable and they've got all this debt to show for it. And one of the most important things you need to consider is you can make money off of the thing you love. If you get good enough at anything, you can make money from it. And a lot of people I find in life take the safe route. They think, if I go to college or university, that guarantees me a job and I can work there for the rest of my life. And the truth of the matter is, that's bullshit. It's not true. Take it from me. I lost my job with a Master of Accountancy degree. It had nothing to do with my performance. It had nothing to do with anything except for the fact that the economy got bad. When that happens, it doesn't, you could have a PhD in neurophysics or something, rocket science. It doesn't matter. If times get bad and they need to cut costs, your head is on the chopping block. As simple as that. So what I'm trying to say is, taking the road less traveled and taking that risk of really pursuing what you love to do is really no more risky these days than taking what used to be considered the safe route, because the truth of the matter is the safe route is not very safe. Jobs aren't guaranteed to you anymore like they were back in the day when our parents got jobs and, you know, made $30 an hour pushing a broom at a car plant and could work there for 30 years and retire with a pension. That doesn't exist anymore. Don't be afraid to pursue what you really love to do, because in the end you're going to save a lot of money and you're going to save a lot of time, I promise you. Anyone out there that's thinking of going to post-secondary education or is in it right now and they've chosen or are thinking of choosing something for money, I'm here to tell you that that's the wrong reason, and you need to really reflect on what makes you happy and pursue that wholeheartedly. If you get good enough at something, the money will come and you will be able to make a living at it. I hope you guys got something out of this. If you know a student that isn't sure what they want to do with their life, please share this with them, because I'm hoping that at least one person out there that's considering going into post-secondary or is in it right now will get something out of this video. That's all for this video. Thanks for listening to me, guys, and I will see you next video with some other new topic. So I'll see you guys later. Peace.